I can't think. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't. What am I supposed to do?
And here we are back again. Well, I'm back again, and welcome back to you for coming back to Chinwags. I am Bill, and well, what's happening? Fuck, I don't know. I'm a bit all over the place. Yeah, more all like probably, please not too all over the place, but the Australia Post didn't deliver my fucking medical marijuana today, and this is the fourth day I've gone without my CBD oil, and all my muscles are like tensing up. I'm going back into the fetal position. That's how, like, when my muscles tighten up, I just like go into a ball, which is really that has something to do with a snail, doesn't it? I don't know. Where are we? Yeah, so where are we? Still on the Ancestry train. I want to get off, but I also, I'm quite enjoying watching Katie. She's a bit confused, in my opinion. Not that I know what's going on, because, hey, I'm the dumbest one here, really. I'm the one that is going to absorb all this information, and then I will learn, hopefully. Well, I also looked at Wikipedia before as well. And anyway, where are we? What are we doing? If you would like to become a cacti contributor, guys, that's the guys in the chat. These are the cacti crew that have the badge next to their name. When they comment, it gets the badge there, and everyone's like, wow, they support this channel. Fucking legends. If you want to become if you want to become one of them, you should, and you can get member-only chats and posts and member shout-outs. And tonight, I would like to give a shout-out to Christine Gregg. Cacti High Five. Thank you so much for being a cacti contributor, and I really appreciate it. I hope you have a really good day, wherever you are. Thank you. So I'm just thinking if I'm ready. Oh, but, as usual, because, it takes me a while to get to the point, and I kind of want to stick to that. But can we just go back to her IG and have a look at, there was this post I noticed when I was putting the timestamps in. I didn't bother to read it. Should have fucking read that. That was the glory fucking post. That was like, why didn't I hear, the heavens opening up when I was on that post? But yeah, so we're going to go there, and then we are going to skip along to Twitter. And thank God for Ellie, Llama Girl, getting it. And we'll see how far we can get through it. And yeah, that's I think it's like, because as I was scrolling down to try and find the beginning, because I was preparing, I know this is what I've learned now. If you prepare, you can't go wrong. But if you can't shut up your mouth, you'll always never get to the point. Jesus, guys. Anyway, yeah, it's just gone fucked. I rely on my meds, and I am so, Monday morning especially, I woke up today with no motivation to do anything. There's this strain that I smoke, and it just puts my brain back and I feel like I'm 17 again with all this focus and energy and creativity. And I don't have a coffee and I just have that. And then boom, I'm gone and I do so much. And at the moment I'm trying to write put my show together because I'm doing like a mini show, comedy show, like January next year. No, yeah. But anyway, I couldn't do anything today and I had a massive headache and I'm just whinging, okay? Before we go, I'm just going to say a quick hi to the people in the chat. Hey, TK, always good to see you. Hope you're going well. Hey, Leah, E. Look, we're all back here again. I feel deja vu. Hey, Will, how you going? Oh, what's that? Did the microphone just echo? Oh, man. Okay, might be tripping out. Maybe I chose the right night to go on live when my brain doesn't know what's happening. Anyway, yeah, SD, how you going? E, good to see you. And totally clueless. I hope your car was total, I hope you get snowed in and then you can do a whinge session and you can talk about how you hate snow and I can talk about how I hate the sun. Okay. And I press this button, don't I? Well, figure it out. This post, remember I was looking on the left trying to see if it was English or whatnot, which it is because this person down the bottom, it's like Pauline, two old-fashioned names, and then Menksky or whatever, how, you know that middle name of Katie's? There it is. But it looks like it's got or is that it? Well, it looks weird. It looks like it's got an eye, but maybe. I had a nightmare last night. The guy with the big ears with the blue eyes that I said could be in Star Wars. Yeah, he ended up because the Burbs is one of my favorite movies, and he was the guy living next door. And I was like, I've seen him before because obviously I was in the neighborhood because obviously I was with Corey Feldman because he's the highlight of that movie. Get to the point. Yeah, so this post says, does anyone read Russian or German? Just checking my mic's on. I believe. Oh, I found these birth certificates of my great uncle, but can't read them. Did you put your glasses on? I don't know if you put your glasses on. It looks like these words are not English. It looks like German because it starts with D, like D-I-E. Yeah, that's German. What? She doesn't even know the simple words of German? Because if it was, what's the other one? Russian, it would be symbols, wouldn't it? Don't they use symbols? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the record online says that he was born in Russia, but the family spoke German. And this is what I discovered because I also did a little research. I wanted to know, a little bit, maybe a little bit more than Katie or on par with her, but I read it more. I got the point. Her comprehension sucks. She'll make whatever she's reading, make it make it into something it doesn't say. Yeah, so German, French, and German and French were one of two of the three most popular languages spoken in this time throughout Europe. And what was my point? I don't know. Let's just finish this. I believe he was born in 1902. There were Polish and Russian occupations. Why is she using teacher language? Of German lands at the time. I believe where he was born would now be Poland. Oh, you believe? I don't know if you know, but wouldn't you look back at like an old map from that time? That would be my first go-to. I don't think, maybe she's dumber than me. Maybe it's like dumb versus dumber, but obviously I'm the one syllable one. European borders changed. European what? Okay, I believe where he was born would now be Poland. However, the family wasn't Polish. European borders changed so much that I get so confused. How to tell ancestry? How to tell? What words are you using? If they spoke German, oh my God, I just want to do this in a dumb voice. If they speak German, are they German or are they Germans living in Russia? I can't even do it. Are they Germans living in Russia? Fucking hell, man. Like, instead of questioning and writing a post, why don't you go and do some research? I've seen how you Google. You write a whole sentence in there. You don't know keywords. Well, you don't know the key to anything. If they spoke German, oh, that's it. Fuck. I know they immigrated to the US in 1908. My grandfather was born here in 1915. Did we read this? But 4 or 5 of his siblings were born in Russia. Have we read this? I feel like I just read that line somewhere else. Anyone that knows anything about this area and how to track down records, let me know. We hit a huge wall on this side. I believe records were Oh, you believe from your knowledge in your head, your little brain bank. I believe records were destroyed during the wars. During the wars. Oh my God. Swipe left to see the Russian copy. Oh my God. What was the question? Oh. But it's Russian in, yeah, see, it's Russian in that, in the, you know, what are these bits called? Fuck my brain tonight. Fuck my brain. And sorry, it's going to be a swearing situation, but this looks like it's not written in Russian because there's no symbols in the writing. What is that? It looks like it might be, is it? Sorry, I'm just having because wasn't that like Pauline down here? Might be Italian. Is that Italian? Like tabula? It could be a name. Ellen. Well, that's not written in Russian. But this shit is. This stuff up here. Oh, I didn't even see this. But yeah, obviously the headings and all the questions and stuff you got to fill in are. But who's looking at that? I'll be looking at the information that's written there. You could probably make that out if you wanted, if you were dedicated and this was really important. You weren't just rushing through it. I know they immigrated. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Anyone that knows, oh, yeah, we're finished. Okay, are we out of here? Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, and she did more. We'll just skim over it. Just so we can get everything. I just got to say hi to Charlie. Hey, how you going? This is who I think Katie's eyes look the most like. Wouldn't you know? Grandma Mary. If you're following along, you know where Grandma Mary does and stuff. But she's got the same eyelids as also Rasmus has the same. See? Where have we seen that before? And it's like a symptom that you're born with. And what's happening on this side of the family, like this is Katie's mum's mum, who, in my opinion, was probably an alcoholic. Her mum might have been an alcoholic as well, just like the features and stuff. And, Katie's mum, in my opinion, was an alcoholic, and Katie, in my opinion, is an alcoholic. And they have the same eyes, well, that same eyelids. Oh, same eyebrows. Whew, where's that one going? Sorry, Mary. Sorry. Moving on. Just, I feel I got scorned there. Like she was coming for me. Okay, fuck. What? There's him. He was living next door in the Burb's house with the ears. And then it's funny, isn't it? Look, like, is the cat one next? What the hell? That's a bit weird. It's just my fucked up brain. But you got like cat ears and then cat. It's like Catman. Okay, sorry, whatever your name was. And jeez, man, I should prepare. Oh, here we are. How cool is this? This is a photo of my 6th great-grandfather's homestead in Alsace, Germany. I said that wrong. He was a wealthy landowner who had 23 acres at the time. The home is no longer standing today. My family occupied this area of Germany until the Napoleon era and the French Revolution. They were Catholics and outnumbered by the Protestants. I'll say that wrong as well, probably. According to family books. Oh, you got family books? Show us your books, Katie. Do you have family books? Have you been sitting on the floor in the funeral waiting room with your wine and just going through family books? Or are they at your mum's house and you got your mum to bring them over? Because that's how much you're like your family. Sorry, where did we go? They were Catholics and outnumbered. Oh, yeah, we've been there, right? Catholic leaders in the area were often killed during this time. Well, not just during this time. Way back. Because I grew up Catholic. Like, I went to Catholic school. Most people in Australia did. I feel like it's, I was going to say probably not most people do, but what was I going to say? Yeah, like we learnt about the gladiator days. I don't know what the year this was. Well, way back. When they used to, kill the Christians. They generally lived in groups with other Catholic families. Someone in comments mentioned yesterday that they didn't know that there were German Catholics. Well, that doesn't speak for the majority of us. My family from southern Germany was very close to France, which were Roman Catholics. That is fucking the worst sentence ever. My family from southern Germany was very close to France, which were, my fuck God. My dad's family originated in northern Germany, closer to Berlin, and they were Lutherans. Each for their own, man. Fuck off with your cringy fucking emoji faces. I'm cringing about you, about how you judge everything. If it's not your way, it's your way or the highway. I guess my family faced religious persecution. I had no clue. Full stop. Yeah. Fuck. And her family fully owned. Whoa. Okay. Should we go here? Should we just get this and then go there? Fuck. What did I even come here for? Okay, this one's like a clip from a documentary. I started watching this documentary. Oh yeah, by the way, I found it on YouTube. Yeah. Because I didn't know that you could on the laptop, you can select it and do a little search. You can't do that on your phone. I think I've shared. Oh fuck! Watching this documentary, the Germans from Russia, children of the. Is it step children of prairie? Oh, I think I read that right. I think I've shared that my grandparents had heavy accents. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. They pronounce English letters very different than you and I would. Just, do you want to include us in your fucking story? But so does, she's so dumb, man. She's just so dumb. She's fucking small town girl from Minnesota, doesn't know anything. Remember in the basement video? Remember when she was showing that bridge and it was like in Spain somewhere? Oh, no, where was it? But anyway, she's like, and this is blah, 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 a bridge in Spain. And she's like, I bet you didn't know that. Like, seriously, that kind of attitude? What the fuck? This is world knowledge. She's presenting this to us like we are fucking dumb. Like we didn't go to school. I don't feel so dumb because, hey, dumber's in the house. Fucking dumber. Where are we? It's just German. My grandma, when learning English, seemed to get the sounds of J. J confused with ch. She doesn't even know how to explain it, to write this stuff. So she would say John, but she wouldn't. Take the J out of there, John. For my grandpa John's name. Sometimes it would sound more like yon. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you know this, Katie, but because also French was around when they grew up as well, it probably would have. I have French friends and his name's spelt like Henry would be spelt, with an I though at the end, and it's Henri. That's how you say it. She is, and also in another language, when I dated my Greek guy, they explained it to me that English words translate the opposite way in their language. So say the sentence was I don't know, the shirt is blue in English, but it would translate for them to be blue is the shirt, because they put, and also my Swedish sister-in-law, when she first came to Australia, she can't say the, she, one day she was talking about, I don't know, something to do with her thighs, and I didn't know what the fuck she was saying. She was like, my ties. I'm like, what? Your ties? And she's got a little bit better, but that stuff is ingrained in ya. Germans pronounce the J like a Y. And they also pronounce a W like a V. I'm just adding that information in there because that's my knowledge, because my sister is marrying a German. But he's the only German I've never got along with. So it's a bit he's a serious German. Every time I see him, he is the kind of person who wants to give me a pet talk on what I should do in my life. Like, I'm like, fuck off. I'm doing what I want to do. He wants to fix everyone. Okay. Where are we? Hearing this man speak, it's like the same accent of my grandparents. Oh my God, I bet it's just a heavy.
Smallpox. They're both buried here somewhere. Where, I don't know.
It doesn't sound. Did that sound German to you? Oh, I don't want dogs barking, because then all your dogs will start barking.
Okay. This is Friedenstadt. That's where my parents were born in 1875 and migrated out of here
It's not a strong
1898 to America.
accent, is it? Only certain words. That's not a very strong accent. That's not heavy and that's not thick. I would have used a fucking better. I reckon if maybe the women, maybe you should have got one of the women. Look, I don't know the difference there, but this man's parent, just one, immigrated around the same time as my great-grandparents. Like my grandpa, he likely grew up in the US speaking German. Speaking German in the US. Why wouldn't you? Oh my God. Oh, fuck, man. It's fascinating to hear how the German and English accents merge. No, it just says accent, not accents. Fuck! It's fascinating to hear how the German and English accent merged. He sounds strangely familiar. I'm sorry. Oh my God. He sounds strangely familiar, even though I don't know him. She's just a small town girl from Minnesota. Katie. Oh my God. Maybe you should watch some world movies or something. Would you be able to do that? I don't reckon you're a subtitle reader though, because your eyes would be darting up to the roof every 5 seconds. Maybe that's why you couldn't read. Couldn't see if it was German or not, because you couldn't keep your eyes down. Oh man, I needed that laugh. Thought I'd share for I can't finish it. Thought I'd share for anyone else who has family from this area. What area are we in again, Katie? All over Europe? Oh man, I think that's the end. Okay. Oh yeah. And I want to change this to like, if you continue to put his face up, Katie, fuck. She does anything to post his face. No thought, no. She doesn't see a monster. Fuck you. Okay, where are we going now? We'll go to Twit. Well, Twitter. Oh, Twitter. This is... miss everyone. Why did life? Yeah, I pinned it now because I want to see it every day just to remind myself this is what we're dealing with. Let me hang on. Let me close the curtains for a minute, and then because so I've got the like direct link to the starting bit. This is something I prepared earlier. Now I'll take my face away. Boom! How good am I getting? That was smooth. Now if I could only fucking shut up, right? Fuck, that's my brain. It doesn't want to read this. It doesn't want anything to do with it. Also in the description, I've got the direct link. All you've got to do is click it and you can give Llama Girl a follow. She does so much for everyone. Catching these little snippets, posting them on Twitter. She's basically the wayward daughter of KJ World, if anyone knows what I mean. With Wayward daughter used to post like clips of Teen Mum so we could watch it. That's how we used to watch it.
Okay, they came from England, so with just sad stories, and I was like, you know, I would just rather share some stuff that's not so down, that's not so sad, you know? So I'm like, okay. My dad and I actually started doing Ancestry years ago. And I'll tell you what, like in the last few years, Ancestry's database has gotten so much better, because a couple of years ago when my dad and I started on this, we hardly could find any records for anyone that was like in Germany or from Russia, or we just...
Oh, it's gone down the side again. Look at that. Where? Whoa. Why? What? I'd rather half the brow when she's got half of it missing than the full. God, it's the full left turn. Katie
had a really hard time finding records for my mom's side of the family. We were able to find stuff for his mom's side of the family because they came from like England. And I was like, okay, they came from England, so those were easier to find. But in the last few years, I don't know if it's just been more stuff that's been put online or not, but it's been easier to find records than it was before. So it's weird because like I don't identify at all with my dad's side of the family because I don't really know them.
You're a spitting image of your dad. You talk more highly of your dad than you do your mum. I don't know if you realize that, but you were saying that you are like you and Grandma Katie, best friends forever and ever. But really, the looks, Grandma Mary, look at the eyelids.
And so their parents had immigrated from Russia, and they spoke German, and they lived like in these farming communities in North and South Dakota where literally schools were in German and churches were in German, and like everyone spoke German. And I'm not talking about the trial. I'm going to turn off comments. I don't want to think about Josh Duggar right now at all. So that's just me putting a kibosh on that. I'm going to turn off comments. So I spend so much of my time, you guys, talking about horrible, horrible stuff. And I don't want to spend all of my time talking about horrible, horrible stuff.
Would you rather bore your audience? Because there's nothing better than watching someone. I mean, people are there for content. They're not there for you. And you've always had this struggle understanding that without a crystal ball is a business. This stuff belongs on your personal account. People aren't there for you, Katie. You deliver them the content that they want. It's not based around you. There's nothing more boring than watching someone talk about themselves for days. What? There's other content out there. What else did you put out today? You want to lay in bed? What time is it? I love that you're in bed, getting comfy, you know, still got that filter on, even though you spend hours on those brows. 2 shades lighter than your hair, Katie. That's what color your brows need to be. Oh, she's just up. For some reason, I was like right up the top on my, anyway, on the chat.
With just
Wait, I fucked myself. Like, where do I go? Where did the rest of the... Look, we're just going to have to go there and do a scroll down now, aren't we? This was another one that Haiti Joyless shared. Should we just press play on that while we're here? Might as well.
but she didn't make Spatzel or anything like that. I don't know if but she didn't make Spatzel or anything like that. I don't know if that's just like a different area. They were more like meat, potatoes. It's the Chad. Hello. I don't know who you are, but you have a check mark next to you. You must be important. Yeah, everything is like shared. I don't have anything of my own.
That's not a real check mark. It has to be blue. This is on Instagram. People have those fake ones. Or is that how it shows up in... I'm pretty sure it's blue. Ah, what's going on? Is that a real tick? Katie just saw it. She's jealous. Let's watch this. I can't wait.
I did find my grandpa's naturalization application. So he moved here in like 1903, but he didn't become a citizen until like 1934. But then I just scrolling through lives. Who are you? I don't know who you are. It's the Chad. Like, how many followers do you have? What? Why do you have a check mark? Are you someone important? Germany has done the work educating their people and reparations for Jewish people, things the U.S. should have done for slavery. Most Germans hate Hitler.
Do you guys know if it's a white check mark or a blue one on Instagram? I'm pretty sure it's blue. But even anyway, even on Instagram, you don't really have to be anyone. You can just be one of those people that are influencers and they have all that money and they're no ones. They're just like models and stuff. But you know who I thought of? Like, what's the Chad? The Chad? What's that off? Boo, boo, boo. Charlie's Angels. Tom Green. Oh, guys, who saw Tom Green and Drew Barrymore reunite for the first time in over 20 years? It was beautiful. Oh, my heart was pounding. Okay, going back to Katie to see her whole, everything changed. Flirting a little, so excited. Imagine him coming across these brows. Yeah, stay for the show, mate. Stay for the show.
You're not important. Oh, I wish I could see your profile, but I'm on a live. I don't know who it's the Chad is. He says he's not important. You have a charity. What charity do you founder? What's your charity? What's your charity founding company? Social media influencer. Irish. Washed up dancer. You're a washed up dancer. Who did you dance for? Chad's change.
She must be sloshed. It doesn't say that. Doesn't, like, everything that she read. First off, she read someone else's comment, which it's obvious who Chad is, the color change. She went to read Irish. And then she was like, whatever, Chad's change. She put an S on there because she's sloshed. You'd have to be with those eyebrows. I can't even say eyebrows anymore because she's ruined my brain short circuits.
Uh-oh. Irish. Washed up dancer. You're a washed up dancer. Who did you dance for? Chad's change. Uh-oh.
I'll just read what Hades' post says. He has a check mark and you don't. I know, her eyes went like monster. They were huge. You know, that's not what Hades said. That's just me adding more shit to the fucking crime. You know, she was part giddy. She was part giddy that someone important. Fuck off.
She didn't.
Don't just start like that, okay? Right? That someone important joined, even though they have no idea who she is. And the other part of her was probably like, get this person with a check mark out of here. No one outshines me. Oh, I thought she was going to hit on him. She was so excited. She doesn't get, Toad doesn't even get that reaction. Oh, she would have gone straight to his page. Well, yeah. Oh, look. Let's do scroll land. That's what I like about this mouse. It's got one of those wheelie things. It took me so long. Remember when I didn't know how to use the wheelie thing and I'd go, where's the rest of the Instagram post? And we'd sit here for so long and you'd be like, come on, Snail, you've got it. You can do it. And yeah, I couldn't. Well, yeah, I think I eventually got it. Well, here we are. So I must have. Where are we? Oh, fucking fridge. You know you've hit the bottom when you come to Whirlpool. Fridge. The Katie brought. Only the one that she. Okay, so we've watched. Did we watch that one? Oh, shit. Don't confuse myself. I'll just read what Llama Girl says. Welcome to my TED Talk. She doesn't want to talk about Josh Duggar. Have we just read this? Why, KJ? You are obsessed with him and the rest of the family. Only one reason why you don't want to, and that's because you have nothing. Or, yeah, her train's been cut off. Like can't get her hands on any info anymore because that judge probably had made sure. Or yeah, you have been waiting for this. You can tell she's like, oh, just with the eyebrows. She went to town. That's the panic. That's the panic. As long as my eyebrows look good, everything is fine.
Thinking about how...
Ah! Let me turn me off.
I don't want to think about Josh Duggar right now. I don't want to have that like weigh me down right now. I have needed like solid days away from the story. I don't know if I can say this loud enough, but the story has been extremely taxing on me. It's been extremely overwhelming because so many people are constantly like calling me, emailing me, and it's like just constant. I needed a break. And so I'm honestly telling you right now, I need a break. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. It'll happen this week and we'll get back to it. Right now, I'm talking about what I did this weekend. So I'll turn on comments again.
Fucking show and tell, the Katie show. Fuck, why don't you just make another channel? Katie Joy Live, Katie Joy Vlogs, or whatever it was.
But I'm going to be ignoring anything about the Duggars. I don't want to think about them right now. Okay. So anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I was thinking about how, you know, I grew up with my mom's side of the family, and my mom's side of the family was like like I told you guys, my grandparents, they grew up speaking German, and it was just a very stoic, like my grandparents were very serious. They came from a generation where like kids and parents didn't have like this like lovey-dovey relationship. Like literally both of them came from families of like 13 kids, I think. And parents literally had so.
I wonder if she knows why. Yeah, it's like Catholic. They don't have condoms. Still happens though. A lot of the Irish Catholic families that migrated to Australia, like my mum's ancestors, yeah, so many kids. Oh, I could never do that. Those people, those mums, they are gods. To be able to manage that and raise them, and they're still all alive into adulthood. That's crazy. Oh man.
Many kids because they needed kids to like work on the farms. And so like I think my
But that's not the reason. She's missing the whole Catholic family like thing. It's just known. Wow, she's dumb. No, she's dumber.
I think my grandfather had like 13 siblings, and I think my grandma did too. And neither one of them had a high school education. And it's like, there was a lot of things growing up, and I'm 100% German on my mom's side. So right now I'm literally speaking.
What you presented in your Instagram post, do not say you are 100% on that side. Katie, go back and read your own shit. You were just trying to push the... You're so pathetic. I want to go back because you're flicking that mane, your fucking ego. Oh, you are loving it. Everyone's looking to you for information about everyone that grew up in an immigrant, family, or just a multicultural family, a European, other languages. A lot of them are bilingual as well, Katie. Your assumptions are just so fucking off. I don't think you know also why they didn't get a school, go all the way in school. They had to go straight into the workforce. You are just so fucked, man. You don't understand. Social studies book in the box that I'm sending you. I'll post it the right section.
Speaking about my mom's side, I'm 100% German on my mom's side. My mom's parents, 100% German on my mom's side. My mom's speaking about my mom up, and I'm 100% German on my mom's side. So right now I'm literally speaking about my mom's side. I'm 100% German on my mom's side. My mom's parents both.
If you are so sure, 100% sure, Katie, you would not be flicking your hair. Bringing that ego forward. Oh, bringing it forward. Misinformation. Ooh, Katie, we are all being taught this new information. Katie, you're bullshitting so fucking much. Like I said, keep doing it to your minions. Who fucking cares? But fuck, it's sad. You're lying to yourself. You're manipulating the fucking truth. What the hell? Why is it so important that you're 100% German? Not just a little bit, not just a quarter. Like, what was it that you said? Like, your mum was 100%, your dad was 50, and you ended up being 75%. What were you talking about then? Yeah, your math's always been on. 100%. Flick that hair again, bitch.
Have like my grandpa's dad immigrated here, and before he was born, so his dad immigrated here in 1901 or no 1904, and my grandpa was born in 1916.
Remember, that was the thing that we read twice. Maybe this is the reason why, but it was her grandpa was born here in 1906, but 4 or 5 of his other siblings were born in Russia. Remember that? Remember that? So I'm loving that she's not really bringing back. She can't remember the information that she's already given out, but also she's got such like a limited vocabulary. She can't express further than the word she's already used. I'm waiting for fiery to come up. Fiery and protective. Ooh.
First sibling was born in 19, and his first sibling was born in 1904. So even though my grandpa was born here, his parents didn't speak any English, and they lived in the Dakotas where they were farmers. So my grandpa had a thick accent, and he didn't speak a lot.
But her grandpa spoke German, right? So he was able to communicate with his they just didn't speak English. My sister-in-law only speaks Swedish to my nieces. Like, that's how they learned to speak English, Swedish. That's all they, And then my brother, who promised my sister-in-law that he'd learn Swedish, so did I. It's really hard. I just think the Aussie tongue is too lazy for European, pronunciation of stuff. But yeah, from what I read a lot of the vulgar Germans. So they were the Germans that like went and lived in Russia because like the president there or something said, come on over and you can keep all your religious and your beliefs and your languages and stuff. And then those vulgar Germans came to America. Went to America. I'm saying it like I live there. Yeah, went to America in like 1904. That was around the time a lot of them went in. I don't think her grandparents were born. I don't remember her grandparents being born over there. It was all the great ones. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to talk about because I threw myself off. Oh, right, totally clueless. Why didn't she study German? Because it's fucking hard. That's why. It's probably one of the hardest languages because it has so many different, I don't even know what they're called. Like I read what it is and then I can't say it back. It's not dialects. Anyway, something. But when in my philosophy books, like I have like books that are German on the left and then English on the right, just because I like to, even though I can't read it, I like to just have the original language in my books.
And my grandma, her dad, his dad actually immigrated here, but he came like older. And so I don't know. My great grandpa was born here, but again, same thing where like these people literally stayed in the Dakotas in these very integrated, like small communities, and they did not speak English. So I actually had to watch a documentary about this because I never understood, like, how can you guys live here in the United States and not speak English? Well,
They created their own community. Everyone in the community spoke German. Are you this fucking dumb? It happens. That's why there's Chinatown. Have you ever been to Chinatown, Katie? Oh, there's like even like different sections for different communities within big cities. What the fuck, man? Do you think that everyone, like, you know, there's Greek churches and stuff? They go to church and they do Greek, like it's in another language. I'm dumb. Like, is it me that I might be dumb?
literally what they did. They literally moved from Russia to here and they just wanted to keep their lives the same. So I don't have any like criminals in my history. Honestly, the people that are from my family's history are just hardworking farmers. That's honestly what they were. They were farmers. They were, the women made clothes, they spun flax, they made linen. They were not criminals. They were like literally hardworking people. They didn't do very much. Like they weren't, I mean, maybe they drank because, you know, they lived in Russia and they were German, but no criminals in my life.
You don't know that. For fuck's sake, Katie. Your fucking whole ancestry is so pristine clean.
No, like bad guys. Even like my grandparents, like total, they assimilated after having my kids or having their kids, and after my grandpa went to the war, and even them, nothing. Like totally law abiding, you know, like believes in paying their taxes, very frugal, don't believe at.
Where did you read that? So you read their whole life, and even, wow, you're such a bullshitter.
At all in like living excessively, saving money was super important to them, having a nest egg for the future.
FYI is probably, you should fucking put money away, Katie. You're the one, you've never had this much money in your life, so you don't know what to do with it. And you got those impulsiveness going. You're not treated for your fucking shit. You're just self-medicating and self-prescribing, in my opinion. And fuck. You're so fucking boring. This is fucking boring. This is such a stretch. She's using all the same terminology. What did she say? Because I just took a little puff because that's the state. I feel like I need to be in a different zone for this.
They wanted all of us to have educations. Education, even though they didn't have an education, they wanted all of us to have educations.
That's why they fucking came to the country. Oh, you're shitting me so much.
I'm sorry. Like, what do you want my life to have, like, gross people in my house? I'm actually glad not to have drama in my family. That's really, like, is this boring to you because I don't have tea? Like, go away. Who fucking cares? Like, no. The biggest scandal, I think, is that my great grandma and grandpa had a kid before they got married, like a week before.
The biggest fucking scandal is how you treat people, Katie. That was disgusting. That was so disrespectful. Katie, without a crystal ball is a business. People aren't there for you. You're doing the personal, like, where's your mates? Share this with your mates. Do a personal channel, for fuck's sake. You don't understand. People want content, not you.
They got married. I mean, these are people that were like devout Catholics that lived their faith. So anyways,
let me just see what this says. Why does she turn it off? Have you done that? No extra uncles or aunts on the side? Or did a family member marry a family member? Maybe. I don't know much about my mum's side. Oh, this is someone. Or the genealogy stuff. Okay, so that's not. I actually found his. Hang on, what did Leanne say? I don't know my dad. Wonder if I could find him on Ancestry. Yes, right? Because like her great grandpa, he was in the military, wasn't he? She could find all the information out because this person says down the bottom. You'd think, oh, is that what she's talking about, her dad? You'd think it'd be easy to find him because he was in the military. Katie probably hasn't even looked up military records. Maybe her grandpa was, caught in something bad in the war times. Okay, we're going. Where are we? Pressing play. So she just turned it off because no one is listening. She doesn't want to hear about Leanne's search for her dad.
anyways, I'm going to turn comments off again because honestly, I just want to talk. I don't want to like be distracted. My medication has been wearing off and I just don't want to have to deal with any of this. This is why I don't come on live, you guys. I hate coming on live because I feel like I get distracted too easily, and Instagram's comments are so hard because then I see the comment and I'm like, oh, I lost track, and then I just want to keep talking. So anyways, I don't want to be distracted.
But I thought you medicated. I mean, this happens even when you're on a live on YouTube. You can't fucking focus. If you were medicated, Katie, you'd be able to focus even if your medication was wearing off. It's because you're scattered, because you've over-medicated yourself, in my opinion, because, I don't know, man, you're mixing the drugs, you're mixing the pills with the booze. The central nervous system is all fucked. You can't even put a sentence together without adding more letters. Chad's change. Oh, she can read. Oh, if only she could read. Her eyebrows.
That doesn't mean I don't care about you guys. But anyways, my family's actually pretty, it's not boring. I mean, I don't think anything that they did was boring. I think they were actually incredibly resilient and super smart and really strategic. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of homesteaders, just a lot of ingenuity. And it's just really interesting because growing up, we didn't get to really, it was like a different time because my grandparents after the war got so used to hiding like their national heritage. And I think like what people don't, so they still had like German culture and they still spoke the German language. Their national heritage. And I think like,
ah, wow. So she's got the hand up there, which she does when she does it to almost shield out anyone else, or she put it up when she couldn't take the chat. And then we'll see it. It will start rubbing on her forehead. She loves rubbing the crystal ball. Or, yeah. Okay. Fuck, man. Oh, I should be reading like what Llama Girl says on her post. Yeah.
oh, they were in Russia for 100 years. So by the time they fled here, they weren't fleeing Hitler. They had been living and farming in Russia since the early 1800s. So they were in Russia for 100 years. So by the time they fled here,
they were only there for 100. I'm sure the family goes way back past 100 years, Katie. And why haven't you've not once used the keyword? I'm waiting for you to say agricultural, farming, something like explain, beyond. You don't seem to really know. You're just giving us the surface fucking shit. There's no depth to this. It's very shallow. Oh, it's like the vain person looking into the mirror. Don't fall asleep, Katie.
they weren't fleeing Hitler. They were fleeing like the Russians and the Russian Tsars and like the oppressive Russian government. They started, the Russians like took back their land. They started executing the Germans, their family members that didn't come here. A lot of them were either deported to Siberia or they were murdered by the Russian government because they weren't. They had been living and farming in.
I reckon she ended it because, you know, so much bullshit coming out. There's no way she can remember what she said. And really, the best way to shut people up when, well, not shut people up, but when you're saying she must have realized that she's talking absolute bullshit. I don't know, but God, man, this is an unwell woman just by the makeup alone. Katie, you need to get your mental health checked. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying that so that you can become a better person for the people around you, so you can become like your ancestors. Don't you want to have that kind of life in you when you take a photo? Because your photos didn't have any life in them. It was sad to look at. You were very insecure, very disconnected, very fake. You were giving people what you think they wanted, which is how you live your whole life, because you worry too much what other people think. And this is just another fucking shallow, skimming the surface, trying to figure out who you are. You're not going deep enough. You don't understand what you're talking about. And you're trying to, here we go, spin your own fucking narrative. Make up your own family story. Triumph. Oh, they were a strong kind. They basically they brought everyone to North Dakota. Your family were the lead. But only for 100 years. Oh my God, Katie. I wonder if she probably never did. Like, this is stuff we did at school in year 7, and we got up in front of the class and presented it. But fuck, she never brings a flowchart.
Russia since the early 1800s. So they were in Russia for 100 years. So by the time they fled here, they weren't fleeing Hitler. They were fleeing like the Russians and the Russian Tsars and like the oppressive Russian government. They started, the Russians like took back their land. They started executing the Germans, their family members that didn't come here. A lot of them were either deported to Siberia or they were murdered by the Russian government because they weren't.
Sorry, I just realized we watched that again. I'm in a cloud. There's just a big cloud around me now. I'm feeling good. How is everybody else? I've perked up. Yeah. We just got to go. Keep on moving. Hang on. Oh, shit.
My mom's fine. They're over it. They are finally okay. No more COVID.
We've had a scene change. We're no longer in the bedroom. She's maybe come down for dinner, but said, I'll have it later, Toad. Yeah, because she has a sandwich later because the bread helps soak it up. But now we're in the drinking chair. We're in the prime position. Oh, I'm here for it.
My dad got antibody treatment and my mom is doing fine, I guess.
When you say, I don't think you've spoken to her, Katie, she's doing fine, I guess. Fine. Fine. No one says fine when they're talking about their mum who has COVID, I guess. You're fucking detached as fuck. What the fuck, Katie? That's just awful. You were like, I don't care, whatever, let's get back to me.
We just need more people to get vaccinated so we can get the numbers under control. But whatever. Thank you, Nikki. So I hope you guys all had a really good weekend, and I hope you guys did something to keep your heart I'm just art I'm just
I just want to try and read what the comments just came up on the screen, but I think she's deleted all of the one. Oh, Jessie Bear's there. Hey, Jessie Bear, where's your makeup video? Okay, yeah, I thought oh, yeah, good stuff. This person's like, I thought covering the so I just checked my microphone. I thought covering the Duggars was your job. Right. Pointed out because she doesn't know the difference between personal and business. This is how she destroys her business, by putting herself in there, thinking people are there for her because she's famous. Okay. Just had my booster. What's this person like replying to the person that says, I thought your job was covering the Duggars? And this person says, people don't have to work 24/7. I don't get that. But Katie works 18 out of 24. So what are you talking about, you? Oh, there's an Australian there. Oh, better read what they say. We're 90% double vaccinated here. I know, right? I'm so far behind my country. I'm a minority. I'm not even allowed in certain places. I'll let shit get to, like, it's December now. Okay. Yeah, she's like double vaccinated here. I live in Australia. Fuck. Oh my God. What are you doing? Should we contact her and let her know? Okay.
You just got your booster today. I don't think our boosters like rolled out.
Yes. It's cold here. But it's not that cold. I can't get.
Fuck, there's 2 Aussies. There's 2 Aussies in the chat. This is appalling, guys. What the hell? Hello to the other Aussie in here. Oh, you God, you two. You two. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. What are they doing?
Get the booster yet because it's not approved, I don't think, for my age.
That is bullshit, because if you've been watching the news, I'm pretty sure worldwide everyone's lining up for their booster shot now because of this new strain, Katie. Yeah, which is pretty sad on my part, isn't it? Everyone's lining up for thirds and I haven't even had my bowl filled yet. I haven't even done it. Oh.
My son got his first dose of the.
Oh my God, that person is from my city. What is it? You are getting a message, mate. Where is it? Oh, did not come up. Where is it? Oh, I probably clicked it too soon, man.
Vaccine. But even once he's fully vaccinated, we're not sending him to school. The other Aussie in here. Okay, it was 38 degrees.
Is she just about to talk about how hot it was in Australia? Because remember the other day I was like, it's 38 degrees here. And then I Googled that and it was almost 100 Fahrenheit. Oh, fuck. What was the name of that? I had it half written down. She has that number at the end. Is it? Yes, I'm going to contact the person from Perth. Because you got to look out for your own kind, you know. This is a community.
It was 38 degrees.
Oh, this is what my life is. Okay. Fuck. I thought that said chin doll. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. I got to write. You are getting a DM. Maybe we can be friends. Oh, my God. Maybe that can be a video, me hunting down this. No. What if she's my neighbor? Oh, my God. I don't know any Leannes. Oh, my gosh. She's probably a mum with children. Probably. Okay, getting back to it. I can't believe, because Leanne would have made the 3rd Australian in there. Fuck. That's too much.
Okay, it was 38 degrees. According to my husband, it was too warm for chili. Like, do you live in a world where 38 degrees?
Oh, does anyone know what that is in Celsius? Doesn't sound too high. So what would that be? I'm thinking, I don't know. The formula is in my head, but who knows how to do that right now. 38. Like, maybe he just didn't want chili. You know? Not everyone likes to sit on the toilet, Katie.
This is too warm for chili. What? Hi, Laura. No, it's not snowing. It is not.
Wait, what time was this? Because there's so many Aussies in there. Obviously, I was sleeping. But yeah, this one, sorry, I got to read out the Aussie. Hi from Australia. We just, appended the international borders. for Christmas, we're going to let people in, only in New South Wales though. And now we've shut it because of the new book. Yeah, she must not. Do I know? I think I know that person. Amazing. Okay, look, that looks familiar, that name. Okay. I don't think Katie watches the news because it doesn't have Josh Duggar on it. What? 1.6? What? So 1 degree? That's fucking cold. Would it be snowing there? Or probably not. Does it have to get to 0 to snow? I just want to be in snow. And my niece, because one day I'm going to go to Sweden with them, and my niece is like, you can come, but I know you're going to whinge. And I'm like, I will, but it'll be a different kind of whinging. Like, I love this. I just want to go to that bar. It's like near Norway, I think, or Denmark. Who knows? Because I don't really know. Around there, the bar that's made out of all ice. And like there's a hotel where you can sleep in an igloo. Oh, that's my kind of stuff. So I want to go to Antarctica, but there's polar bears and they eat people. And there's killer whales and stuff. Like, fuck.
It's like not a drop. We haven't had a single snowfall. I don't think at all. But he was all like last night, like, I'm going to make chili and cornbread. And I didn't even think to cook because I was like, okay, well, if he's cooking chili and cornbread, I don't have to do anything. Then he's like, no, I'm not going to make chili and cornbread. And I was like, you're not? He's like, no, it's not cold enough. I was like, what? It's not cold enough.
Why don't you make it, Katie? You just don't want to cook. So I think you're more disappointed that he's not cooking food and that you've actually got to get up off your drinking chair. I mean, you couldn't even read the chat. You're sloshed. How are you going to sit there and cook? Well, I don't know if you can sit and cook because you'd be way too short to sit and cook. I can sit and cook because I live in a midget house. Not a midget house, but it's made for old people that are very little. What's that got to do with the price of eggs? Who knows?
But then the irony here is that he put up the Christmas lights and he put out our snow, the sticks that you put on your driveway. I don't know what you call them.
The candy canes? The snow globes? Whew. Like I said, sloshed. Oh, here we go. Snow education. Brenda says it can snow if it is 32 degrees above 0, but you need the correct weather. I get so jealous because Christmas is the hottest here. It's going to be way over this year.
We put them on the sides of our driveway and on at the base of our so we know where the driveway hits the grass so that when we snow blow, we know where to stop. I don't know how cold is cold enough. It was cold outside today. My dogs ran outside. There's this cute little puppy that they got right behind us. And she's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. And my dog decided to run out and I did not have shoes on. I was just literally letting them out. And she busted out and she was going to jump the fence. So I had to like run through the backyard full of poop.
That is so fucked. She has still not trained her dog. And these are coonhound tree walking coonhounds. They are genetically raised for hunting, like possums, like small animals. Sweetie, is she talking about Sweetie? Because Sweetie has jumped the fence before, unless she's talking about Frida, because there's no way that Sweetie would be around. Like, Sweetie is the one that gets locked onto the yard chain. I've done 2 videos on her animals, and it was fucking heartbreaking because as an empath, I just hate people mistreating their animals. Like, don't get a fucking rescue animal if you can't train it. And you can't, like, these dogs need therapy. They've been through some fucking hard shit, the shit that you don't get over. Like, man, like, in my opinion, they weren't the right, she must have lied to get these dogs. There's no way these dogs would have been allowed if she had let them know that there were small animals at home, because they've gone after the cats so many times. That's why Katie has to lock the cats up in the cage next to her bed at night, 2 cats in a cage, and they're in there with her. The kitty litter is in there with her as well. And then the 2 dogs like sleep with Toad in another room. So yeah, the medically fragile child sleeps in the room with Katie, where the kitty litter is like a feet away from him, and she lets it build up. It's always clumpy. It's fucking disgusting. Also, you don't fucking lock up nocturnal animals. Imagine being a cat like locked up all night. Yeah, gets me so angry. It just gets me angry that she is angry at the dog for wanting to jump the fence and attack this. She's done nothing. The amount of time Sweetie used to jump the fence and run down the street, and Katie wouldn't even do anything. One time she remained sitting there on IG Live, even though like Sweetie or Frida had got out and they were running down the street, and she was just sat there. Fuck that. Anyway, back to her. But I'll link the dog videos down below, because really, it's hard to watch if you love animals. But
it was 38 degrees. According to my husband, it was too warm for chili. Run through the backyard full of, like, do you live in a world where there's poop, reflective 38 reflector stickers. Run through the backyard full of poop, reflector stickers. Thank you. And we do that, and my feet were freezing.
why the fuck would you say your whole yard is full of poop, you fucking lazy bitches? Wait, yeah, bitches. You fucking Paulsons. Their dogs probably still eat frozen poo. I can't believe there's so much like shit. Who would even say that if there was? Because she doesn't see. I don't think she's fucking present. What the fuck? That's disgusting.
I know. I think it was enough for chili tonight. Dry and cold. Maybe. Plow guide markers. They have reflectors on them. We also put those up so snowmobilers don't go through our yards. I mean, I would have made the chili, but he said he was going to make it, you guys. I know. I didn't know that it had to be a certain temperature. Why does it have to be hot to have chili? I eat soup in the summer. Does that mean I'm weird?
Fucking just get up and make the fucking chili. You're sitting there trying to hide your little grin. Katie, fuck, you just want to sit there and dictate to your husband so you can continue getting sloshed. Get up and make the fucking chili and stop this fucking chat. Who cares, man? You sound like a fucking kid. Be a fucking person and stand up and make some fucking food. Although, yeah, actually make a video. Yeah, your Hello Fresh ones used to be fucking rank.
Because I have soup in the summer. We don't have a snowmobile, but a lot of the people around us do. We live in the country. That was another thing, you guys. You know how like there's just something innate in you where you like you feel like you don't belong somewhere and you need to get away from people and stuff and things. It occurred to me that like my desire to not be in the city was like a direct like pull from my ancestors who were freaking farmers. Like, of course, this is where we would want to live. Of course, we would want to be like in agriculture around horse poop and cow farms, and because that's where my
You live in a residential area. You do not live in a small country farming fucking town. You took the dogs for a walk along a fucking highway, pretending that, oh, see all those fields over there? That's farmland. You're just so fucking dumb. Fuck, Katie. The reason you moved to where you are is because your husband wanted to be closer to where he worked, which I don't know if that makes sense, because why the fuck would you move into a neighborhood where you hate everyone and, well, everyone hates you? You wanted to move. Fuck, you're a bullshitter. I can play a video right now where you whinge about moving out there because everyone, what is it? Everyone travels for work. So during the day, no one's really there except for old grannies that sit around all day. No, well, not to say bad for grannies, but I'm referring to Katie aging away, stuck in this house with no worldly, even with the soup thing. Christmas lunch, that's one of our things. We have that cold tomato soup. It's like Italian or something. It's got like a name that I can't pronounce, but like all through Europe, they have it like with their meals when it's hot. And that's my favorite. I love it. And it's basically like a Bloody Mary, but like without the alcohol. So it's around there. It's got like chunks and stuff. Yeah. Oh, in Australia, it's 10 p.m. Fuck, we got to get a move on. Fucking dragging it out again. Yes, that's what it's called. Catherine. I'm not going to be able to say it. Gazpacho. Yeah, it's close. Probably no scar. But God, that's good. On a hot day and it's chilled and it's so cold and beautiful. Because we start with prawns in Australia, but like not shrimp. We don't throw shrimps on the barbie, by the way. I don't think I've even ever had a shrimp. I don't know what a shrimp is. I think it's, no. That's another time for another time.
ancestors were around horse poop and cow farms, and because that's where my ancestors were. I know, chili's good all the time. Oh, no shorts here. In Nebraska.
Oh my God, how good is that? I might try that. That's a bit stoner food, isn't it? In Nebraska, they eat chili with cinnamon rolls. I wonder if it's the same cinnamon rolls that I'm thinking of. Is there more than anything? Oh my God, do you put it on top? The chili? On top of that? Obviously I'm stoned. That sounds delicious. Does that sound delicious or what? Oh my God, Llama Girl, we always think the same. I was the profile at the end of the video. Oh my God, it's so funny. It's just the ears always get me. Because they're what? Where? Why are her ears there? I don't know. Okay, I'm not making fun of ears. Oi, I've got no lobes, so you know, at least she's got lobes. I got no lobes, so Katie, you one-up me on that. Turn my mic off, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have clicked on it because it made it bigger and it's real. Okay, let's go back. But really, just okay. She's got lobes. She's got lobes.
I don't know. I don't know. We're in the country, but we're in like a subdivision. So it's weird. We used to have all of these lots that like this big lot behind us that like wasn't developed. So when we first moved here, there was people that were like constantly like snowmobiling in the backyard and our whole house would shake. So the first couple of years, it was like really.
God, they are, Janelle and David. Their house is fucking, oh my God, their house used to shake by people. Wow. Well, I've heard you walking around the backyard and it's sloshy and, oh. Also, when they brought the house, like you would get the layout of the design of the, you know, what they're trying to build with the neighborhood, like the empty lots. Then it's going to be empty land forever. And she's got the shittest fucking fences, like no fucking privacy. Her fences are so little, that's why the dogs can jump over them. All her neighbors have built really high fences. They just don't want anything. God, I'm worried about that puppy now. Because, you know, like greyhounds with the rabbit. Yeah.
Really annoying. And then when they started building things, then they started going through the front yard. And technically, people can snowmobile like on the easements of properties in Minnesota. So technically they can go over your grass if it's on like the easement of the public property. The problem is
hang on, like what's an easement? Ours is like we don't own the very front of, you know, there's like how many meters back? Probably a furlong. I've always wanted to use that, but it's probably in the wrong context. But that bit that, yeah, is that what she's talking about? Fuck. I can't. So people were like on snow. Is she on those snowmobile things? Is that what she's talking about? And they've just gone all around her back. And then she calls her front yard. Do you call it your front yard when it's basically just the lawn? No privacy.
is that your driveway is your driveway. And so then they end up going over your driveway. And then you get like you get like the, there's sleds if there's not enough snow on the, like, especially like, okay, if your driveway has been blown, but you have snow on your driveway, no snow on your driveway, snow on the side, and then they go over your driveway without any snow, they can like mess up your driveway. Yeah.
Who's better at describing? Do you reckon I would have described that situation better? I reckon, because this is dumber.
So we would have the first couple of years that we lived here, they would like go over our driveway. There would be no snow on our driveway. And then we'd get like the skid marks basically from their skis that are on their snowmobiles. Track marks. Yeah. So now what a lot of people do around here is they put the poles up because then they can't go on your property. It's like a way for them because they'll see it and then they will be like, well, there's an obstacle there, so I can't go on that. Other people around here literally just put up signs that say no snowmobiling. Other people literally will put up like little fences on their easement so people don't snowmobile on their property.
I reckon that they might not snowmobile on anyone else's property, but they probably don't respect you because you don't respect anyone else in the neighborhood. So, you know, let's go piss the Paulsons off. I would. You'd probably be really fun to stir up. And then they could go watch the result unfold on YouTube. Oh my God, be like, create your own adventure. Create your own Paulson drama. I want to play. I really want to play that game.
Yeah, we have neighbors, like if it's really snowy, there's like kids that drive four-wheelers and they like plow they plow people's driveways with their. So out here, it's rural. And so they will, for the most part, they go in the ditches on the side of country roads. So, you know, like county roads, they're like the 2-lane highways. We have one of those out here that's like right out next to the side of our house. So it's like a block and a half away. And so there's like easements on the side of country roads or like the county roads where they can go. And so they go on there and they have banks that they can go through and they can go on the public streets. So a lot of them, because we have a ton of county roads around here, they just go around on those county roads. And then sometimes they come into the neighborhood. There are trails, but that doesn't matter to some of these people. So yeah.
Wait, what's that noise? Is that a dog? Is that her son? Also, how echoey is her house? I never noticed it until now. Well, I've noticed it before, but maybe I don't even know.
These people. So yeah. I lived in Minneapolis for my whole life until 7 years ago. So I don't.
7 years ago? Oh, yeah. But that's sad, isn't it? I've lived in Minneapolis my whole life. I don't really know about the world. I don't know that other people speak other languages in other places. I'm just bullshitting. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
Don't miss it, to be honest. We don't have a golf cart. We don't have any ATVs. I think eventually we want to move, but I don't know where. And I'm super lazy. So then it's like, why would I move? I'm so lazy. Yeah, so
Why? 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 What are you doing? It looks awful, Katie. Are you putting that on? Also, oh my God, do you know what? Because Sweetie, Sweetie came from like an ex-puppy mill place, and she gets really scared and like wheezes herself whenever someone puts a hood on. Like you can't wear a hood around her. Katie does it quite often. Fucking shits me. This one shits me. She shouldn't be able to adopt these dogs that need therapy, that need a different, like, she doesn't have the love. That's why Frida dominates her, all over her, jumps up on her. These dogs have no boundaries. And they need boundaries for their sanity to understand. That's why they feel like they just own the fucking, well, yeah, Frida is top dog. Like, Frida owns Katie. She's not even aware of it. By, like, Frida putting herself on top of Katie on the couch, that is Frida asserting her dominance as the leader of the fucking pack. Katie has no idea. And fucking Frida abuses Sweetie. Sweetie's never around because Frida, don't come near me, I'll fuck you up. You know, these are my owners, not yours. It's fucked. Let's go back to Mary.
They have dirt bikes. They have ATVs. They have snowmobiles. Oh my.
Mary put a hood on. Mary put a hood on. Everything was fucked. Everything was fucked. Mary, take it off again. What was the point of putting it on if you're just going to take it off? Oh, gosh, it's scary. Let us know next time you want to make a move like that.
Constantly. All over the place. And then on top of that, there's hunters. So like during duck season, we live around a lot of lakes and all you hear are gunshots. I don't want to. I mean, I want to move, but I don't want to move. It's like a double-edged sword. I have this hair that's like literally sticking out right here. I can't get it to like lay down. It's like frizzy. Okay.
Katie, do you know why it's all dry and it cracks and it probably breaks? Because you twiddle it. You run your hands through your hair, which strip it of all this moisture, and it ends up being frizzled and sticks up. It sticks up without even any product. It's fucking, oh, you need a fringe.
It's a little frizzy on the side there. We don't have an ATV. We don't have a snowmobile. We don't have anything. We're just not. We're not like country people. We live in the country, but we're not like the normal country people. And to be honest, not all of our neighbors have any of that stuff too. My hair is naturally straight, but I use a straightener to like get the ends straight.
Well, there's your fucking problem. Why? Your hair is so fine. It's damaged. It's chemically damaged. Why are you straightening the ends? Why are you even, I bet you're not even using a heat protective spray. It doesn't look like you've ever used a hair mask. Fuck, Katie. I want to send you some fucking products. Like, Brad Mondo could do so much with your hair. My God. You have no idea.
I don't have naturally curly hair. I have naturally straight hair. I don't really have a discussion topic tonight. I honestly came on here. I was first talking about my dive through ancestry.com, which was so fun, by the way. Super neat. Like, you guys, like, how cool is that house? Like, what the fuck? That house looks so cool. Like, I want that house. It doesn't exist anymore. It's literally, like, been torn down. I guess, like, they would build these really long houses on their properties.
It was probably knocked down because of the material used. Better material came along, you know. I don't know, Katie, but geez, she's probably just go to Italy or something. Like, that's what I feel. She's never indulged herself in another culture. Even Spanish, she would have found, if she would have gone like countryside in Spain, like little wineries, and nah, she wouldn't have taken it in. She's all for the booze, not for the moment. She doesn't live in the fucking moment, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Todd Chrisley can do her hair. He would be like, deposed. I can't do his accent because it's so too cool.
Gosh, so much, constantly, all over the place. And they had like, yeah. I don't know how much Ancestry is. I don't know. Sorry, you can go to their website if you want to know. I have no idea, to be honest. And then I was looking and I found this. Like, this is the colony of Mannheim in Russia, right? And it has like all this stuff here, and it's like all these different people. So I had people in my family that came here and settled at Mannheim. And then we had family that settled in
Hang on, I just want to read this. I don't think it says what she is trying to say that it says. It says, in 1808, people from a variety of localities in Germany gathered for the purpose of immigrating to Russia. From the, what, that doesn't say douchey, does it? Douchey? Oh, Duchy of Baden came 26 families. She's trying to say like her family was one of the originating families. What? How would you? From different places, there were different families that all came together. 105 males, 90 females, and they'd been divided into 3 groups for the trip to Russia. Oh, this is about them actually migrating, getting like. What is she talking about? Fuck, she pisses me off. Very quick to change that screen.
We had family that settled in Alsace, which is named after where they came from. It's like,
she thinks her family are the people that are featured in that documentary. Well, because that step thing there is. The colony is located in a valley through the steppes that are that of the Baraboy River, which has its origin 9 blah 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 in a northern direction from the settlement. The river runs through the village and divides it in half. The colony is like, it's just talking about the colony. Where's the great information, Katie? Where's the information that shows it's your specific family? Because right now, I just feel like you are casting your net, and it's whatever you fucking catch in there that you're just, oh, that's good enough. They should swallow that. I mean, it's not like they're going to research this, but I mean, it's got to make sense, doesn't it, Katie? Fuck, this is so fucking. And it's just talking about the amount, the land size, and it's like 1848. Ah. Teacher, I think you're on the wrong page. We did this last week.
These are all just colonies in Russia where they were. And then this one is Candle. And apparently one of my great grandpas settled one of these. I can't remember which one, to be honest. And then I can't remember which one. And apparently one of my great grandpas settled one of these. I can't remember which one.
He settled one of the colonies. She's not even using the correct words. She has no fucking clue what she's talking about. Jumping from different colony to different colony. I had a few ancestors in this one, and he settled there because they were settlers. Oh, Grammarly, really? It's not helping you out, is it, Katie?
To be honest. And then I found these like long stories about, who's this by? Who's this about again? Oh, this is that house I was showing you is his dad's house. So yeah. That's what I was doing all weekend. I was like, this is the coolest stuff ever. It's like a McCottage. It doesn't exist anymore. They tore it down. But I was like, that's such a cool house. And then I was like, you guys, like, check out these Dapper Dons.
Oh, it's the Dapper Dons! It's the Dapper Dons! Oh, I still don't know what a Dapper Don is, but I just love saying it because it really bounces off your things and bounces off your things. Let's get back to it.
Look at these olders. The guy that's sitting down in the...
Look at these elders! Elders! Katie, it's elders. She said this in a post as well. She wrote the elders. It's not... Come on. You guys in America use elders, don't you? Because sometimes it's like, oh my God. Fuck, she's dumb. What are Dapper Dons? Does anyone know? Oh my God. So I don't get to be one. I used to think like when you call someone dapper, you're looking, good, put together. But obviously I made that up in my head and it must mean something else. This is a snail trying to make make sense of the world around me. Okay.
That's sitting down in the middle, that's my great-great-grandpa. And then the guy that's sitting next to him that has the dark hair, not the one that has the gray hair with the swoop, the one that's sitting right next to him, he's got the darker hair on the left. That's my great-grandpa John. So that...
Is she trying to say that the one in the middle is the guy with the blue hair that was in my nightmare? That guy on the left doesn't look like anyone that we went through. She wouldn't know. Can she see? I don't think she can even see.
That's the guy in the middle is Andrew, and then
she never mentioned an Andre or an Andrew when she spoke about her great-grandparents. Or was his, oh no, his name was Art, wasn't it? That's not short for Andrew. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Are we in a different parallel world now? Oh, she just thinks that we're as dumb as her, like we forget everything she did the same. If she doesn't expect people to have memories, to remember. Okay, I'm pressing play.
John. I know, it's so cool. Like, I've never seen these pictures before. And like, that's my great grandma sealer shots, Margaret. And like, that's my great grandma sealer shots, Margaret. It's like, oh, I actually remember this photo because my grandparents had pictures of their parents on their walls at their house growing up, but I never like asked who they were. I just knew, oh, that's grandma shots or whatever.
But I thought you and your family were close. I know all the people that are in my parents' old photos that they keep. That's one of the best things, learning who they are. And also when the grandkids start getting born and they come out and it's like, oh, look, it looks like me when I was this age. Yeah. Katie, you can never do that because does she not show, she must not have a picture of her parents in her house. I don't think they have pictures. Oh, no, they have pictures of the dogs. Yeah.
And I always thought, like, looking at this picture as a kid, that she looked super scary because, like, none of them ever smile in their pictures. And I think that was just what they did back in the time. They, like, the pictures were very serious for some reason.
Katie's, it was done with it like a still camera, so any little bit of motion would have fucked up the fucking shot. That's why they just keep them, don't even smile. The camera, you don't want to fuck up that shot, and it's expensive, man. Yeah, you need to watch stuff and learn. Anyway, do you reckon this aunt has a bop it? Is it a bop it? A bump it? Who saw, I shared on Twitter Brad Mondo's video from today because it fucking cracked me up. He went back to the 2000s and all those hair things that came out and the little one that you put under like the bumper and it makes a poof. But it was, yeah, it was so funny.
What else did I find? Oh, you guys, this picture's so cool. I love his hat.
Sorry, I just want to jump in with my buzzer. Rasmus. Let's see if I'm right.
That's my great-grandpa, Charlie. That's my great-grandpa, Charlie.
Wrong! Oh my God, you're so wrong. Charlie is married to Grandma Katie. Charlie is this guy's son. Katie! Oh my God, and you're so sure that it's Charlie. Charlie's fucking hot. This is the guy that has the same eyelids as you. You know? Yeah. God, man. I need to watch it again because I just want to see how sure you are because it's a completely different hole, you guys. Fuck, you're so sure of yourself. It's beautiful.
Picture's so cool. I love his hat. That's my great-grandpa, Charlie. That's my great-grandpa, Charlie. That's Charlie. He was the guy that lived in the North Woods. He's the one that moved in a canoe. They literally moved in a canoe up north.
No, that was Dorothy and John. Oh my God. That was not, oh my God. Charlie's married to Grandma Katie. Katie, what the fuck? I know your family tree more than you. I can't believe that you're just saying this and it's not true, but you don't expect that other people have a memory and can remember. You just look like a complete fucking drunk twit right now. You're so sure of yourself. You're a fucking fool. Oh, the only person swallowing bullshit here is you. You love your own bullshit.
And then moved into a log cabin in the woods. Like, who the fuck does that? Yeah, my family. I know, isn't that hat so cool? Oh, you guys, does anyone else have a nun as a family member?
No, Katie, you're the only one that has a nun in your family, but it could just be random pictures of anyone. This is what you've done this before. You find random pictures and you put your story into that. This happened in the basement video when you were going through photos and every guy you had something with every guy. Even I swear, some of the pictures were pictures of your brother's friends, and you were sitting there saying, "Oh, this is my old boyfriend. We did this," and just anyone can get a picture of anyone. Like if you're not in the picture, you can bullshit about anything. It's a liar's dream to put a story down, create a life. She's more boring. She thinks that her ancestors were boring. They had boring lives and stuff. They didn't do much, they drank, but that's because they were German and Russian. What's your excuse? Oh, fuck. All she does, she doesn't leave her house, doesn't expand her brain, just makes up her own truth. And it's fucked because we're meant to watch this and like she looks like a complete twit. As usual, though, as usual.
As a family member? Yeah, that's my nun family member. She's my great aunt. But again, there's my great grandpa, and my grandma's in this picture. She's the third from the left. She's the third on the left in the back row. That's my grandma. I think these are some.
Oh, it's the one with the glasses. Was that? It's not Mary. Is it Grandma Mary? Might be. But I don't think that person is related to her, the nun. She's just bullshitting. That's probably the teacher. It looks like it might be like a teacher's picture, like people that worked at a school. Like I went to school, like even in my generation, I have been taught by nuns. And it's weird. Maybe it's because I come from the country. Oh, hang on. My peripheral vision. Psychedelic Yoda, how are you? Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Oh, cacti high five. It hasn't been a while. It's been 3 days of constant ancestry. We're on the train. Did she make any videos today? Or is it like other than this? Probably. Oh, I'm so pissed off she's not related to the Duggars.
Of her siblings, and then that's their mom on the other side of the nun. Everyone has a nun in their family, right? Does that mean like you're only a Catholic if someone in your family is a nun or a priest? I mean, right? That's how it works. I think her name was Sister.
Is not how it works. What the fuck? You don't understand Catholic. You don't understand religion. Now you're just fucking adding your own. This is why everyone's got to have a nun. You're not Catholic unless you got a nun or a priest in your. What? Fuck. I wouldn't be surprised if your family's just all inbred. Yeah, sorry, I went there. She's fucking pissed me off now. Oh, I'm sick of these photos because it's like she just tells us who they are, but we're not really. It's so funny. Yeah, it's just all surface level.
Mary Catherine? Sister Mary Rose? I can't remember.
Oh, because actually it's ringing a bell. I've done a little like Katie research family wise, because I went and looked up that Pauline on that birth certificate, and in all that information there was a Sister Catherine, Sister Mary Catherine, because I was like, holy shit, are we talking Sister Act? Someone is actually called that, Mary Catherine. I want to be called Mary Catherine. Was that the one with the red hair? I think it was. Probably not. I'm always getting them wrong. Oh, Alberta and Stella. Cacti high five. The crew, we're all back together. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, you can get a... Oh, I didn't even read the brilliant message. You can get the dancing cactus there. How much? That's so cool. They didn't take it off the shelf. I love that. I wonder if it's... Oh, my God. I wonder if I can get... It might be in Australia. Might be on eBay. We got to get them before everyone finds out how cool they are. We'll just like collect them all. It's going to be like one of my favorite Christmas movies, Jingle All the Way. Yes, I love shitty fucking movies, and that's a great shitty movie. And I feel like we're all after this cactus toy for Christmas. Game on. And we could let it play for Katie. Actually, let's get one for Katie and say her songs in Polish. Her family sang it. Oh, no, they're not Polish. We'll say one of them went to live in Poland and sang her song, The Alps Are Made of White. No, it's not that.
I never met her. I know she was still alive for the longest time, but my grandma and grandpa, we never saw their siblings. No, this picture is not in Germany. That's actually in the United States. I think most of these pictures, are in the United States. Let me see. This is my great uncle and aunt. That's in Russia.
Wow, Katie, you look identical to your aunt. I can see it so clearly. Does she know she's covering her art? But that's just great. But they must be related to the other guy with the ears that stick out, like Catman. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but because when you're scrolling, the cat is the next one, and it's just all ears central. It's a bit Spock. Not to be rude. Look, I'm just having a laugh. Katie, are you going to let us see what's behind your head? Oh my God.
He owned a lot of land. Germans, I don't know, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because Germans didn't like Catholics is not true. There's so many Catholics from Germany.
Yeah, but Katie, there's like rivalries between, there's different religions in a lot, I keep thinking of like Palestine, and the opposing religions there. Because yeah, German was the Lutheran. Was that the main church? I can't think. All her information. Yeah, I wish it would stay in my head.
Let's see if there's other things from. Yeah, I don't. Okay, you guys, I shared this in a post, but literally my grandpa was a lumberjack. You lived in Germany for 4 years. No, Mannheim is not. There is a Mannheim, Germany, but the Mannheim that my family lived in.
Oh, I want to do a Google because it did sound German, didn't it? She wants to put it in Russia. Does she? I don't know what she wants. Who knows?
I'll show you, Kate. Are you here just to be difficult? This is actually in Russia. So what they did was they took the cities that were actually named Mannheim, because there's a Mannheim, Germany, and they named a colony in Russia Mannheim, so that it's like home. They did that with Alsace. They did that here in the United States too. Like most cities in North Dakota are literally like German cities. So no, this is actually in Russia.
Katie, it was in Russia. The whole, like, this doesn't exist anymore. It's like a whole big community and a whole, like, everything's like, we've had wars and people have, like, you know, the whole many countries on a continent. That fucks my head. I want to Google it.
And living in Germany today literally has zero to do with living there 200 years ago. It's just not even equivalent. It's not the same country. So
I have some information from my Google. Okay, so Mannheim was founded in 1860 by colonists from the neighboring Penninskaya district. In 1950, the village was officially renamed Manovka. What remains today of the former colony of Mannheim is known as Marin, because there's a V there, okay? It's hard. There's a V and a K. Is the V silent? Yeah, Marinoka. So she didn't even say that it was renamed in 1915, which would have been around the time when her, great grandparents were born. If she followed the trail of information, maybe a little Google, like, what is Mannheim now? Because she's talking shit that doesn't exist because the place got renamed.
Oh yeah. Whew. You can't look at today's statistics when you talk about Germany because it's irrelevant. What's happening in Germany right now is irrelevant to what they faced when they were there.
Do you want to fucking get down off your fucking pedestal? Oh my God, you don't know shit, Katie. Throughout this whole life, you've got your own family information wrong. So I wouldn't sit there, Miss Bobblehead, act like, don't you dare question me on German knowledge. I know it all. You don't know shit. Keep stroking your fucking ego. Keep stroking it, Katie. You're the only one that thinks you're on top. Because everyone's laughing at you. It's exactly the same thing when you like repost someone on Twitter without reading the fucking whole thread. And then at the end of the thread, it's like, oh, this is just fake news.
But yeah, there was always diversity. There was Germans in the South and in the Black Forest areas, and then there was Protestants in the North. But yeah, relevant to what they faced when they were there. But yeah, you can't look at today's statistics when you talk about Germany because it's irrelevant. What's happening in Germany right now is irrelevant to what they faced when they were there. But yeah, there was always diversity. There was Germans in the South and in the Black Forest areas, and then there was Protestants in the North. I don't know. All the Germans in my life are Catholics.
Well, that's a lie. You know that's a lie. And every time you know that you have lied and people are going to go bullshit, that's when you stare straight down. Yeah, you better be. You just look so fucking... My God, is this woman right in her mind giving us a lesson? Man, you're not worldly enough to sit there in your drinking chair and act like you fucking know, Katie. 3 days of research on your ancestors that you think you probably haven't even got the right information.
So yeah, I also found
So basically that diverse, like German is diverse, she read that off the chat. That's not one of her words from her vocabulary. Fuck, she's so fake. You better gulp. It's the only thing you've got going for you.
out today because one of my ancestors, their last name is Asperger, right? I don't know if you're aware, but there's this guy named Hans Asperger, and he's the guy that the Asperger syndrome, which is no longer a syndrome, it's now classified as autism. He was a Nazi doctor that like killed people in like with disabilities, and I'm like was freaking out thinking we were somehow related, and thank God, totally different family.
I don't remember that name ever coming up as being part of the Nazi doctors that did experiments and stuff. Hans Asperger, he said. I'm Googling that. Hans Asperger is an Austrian physician. I'm like, yeah, was an Austrian physician noted for his early studies in atypical neurology. Oh, hang on. Is this the same guy? Doesn't say that he was involved. Oh, Nazi collusion. Maybe he was in the Nazis. Well, she's along with that. Oh, but you said that you don't have anyone like did bad stuff. Fuck the thing that I hate these things that come up. Accept our cookies or you can't read our site. I would rather not. Thank you. So the information is not. Let's just press play. Maybe this might be the last one because, wow, 2.5 hours. Yeah. All I've done is torture you guys.
Same last name, no relation. I hated CCD too. CCD was the worst. Catechism, man. Catechism. You guys, I got a little freaked out today because one of my ancestors, their last name is Asperger.
She starts off saying one of my ancestors' last name is Asperger, blah, blah, and then talks about that guy and says there's no relation. How the fuck do you know there's no relation? You just chose that you don't want to be related to that guy because, you know, your whole ancestry is so pristine. You're all so perfect. Yup. God, she's such a... She's just so... Oh, man, who cares about this? Should we end it? And, well, how much is left? Probably a lifetime. Oh, guys. Oh, do you know what? That shits me, though. You know, when you're watching a TV show and you don't know that you're watching the last episode? That just happened. We were at the end and we didn't even know it. I'm sorry it took 2.5 hours, and I'm sorry I butt in and have a lot of stuff to say, but she needs to be told. She needs to be told. And she needs to be taught as well. Like, fuck. My God, this is what she did all over. While people around, you know, the rest of the people in America spending time with their families and being thankful, you know, she's researching in her little funeral waiting room doing this. That's V at the end screaming. What time was this? She's echoing through the house. He can't get to sleep. He probably just yelled out, "Shut the fuck up." I wouldn't be surprised, because these are his parents teaching him by example. But even if she had, like, she just doesn't feel the family connection. She's just no love. Oh my God. I don't even want to bring that song in, but yeah, she's got no love. No love to give, no love to feel. But yeah, so it must have been V as well, like when she put the hood on. Like, yeah, if I can't hear him, it doesn't exist. Or like, I don't want to hear my reality of my world. While most mums are there putting their children to bed, she's like on live trying to avoid her child, talking so loud. God, she irritates me. This whole thing, I can't believe she fucked up. I just want to go back and say, hey, Charlie, we should go back and just look at that, you know, just to prove that she got it wrong. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. It's always good to do a summary at the end. And see what I'm talking about? These two followed each other, right? And it's something about the ears. Okay, hang on, let's find our boys. Where are we? They're probably the other. Oh, right. So this is Rasmus and this is Charlie. This is what Katie says. Left is Charlie. My great grandpa, who was married to my namesake, Katie. So that's, yeah, her dad's, this is her dad's side, like, obviously, because look at the eyes. Right is his dad, my great-great-grandpa, Rasmus. Ring-a-ding-ding. That's right. Cacti high 10 to Cactus Bill. Katie, I beat you at your own game. It's called research and knowledge and having a memory. Anyway, immigrated from Denmark. You didn't bring that up. What did you say? What did you say? You said something completely different. You didn't even say I don't remember you saying Denmark or a shoe repair. You were all over the farming. Yes. Okay. I'm just reading this. There's no point saying it all again. I'm not going to torture you. I'm just having a little... Oh, okay. I'm so glad we got to finish with the good-looking Charlie. Isn't he just beautiful? Is it just me? He would make a good vampire, you know? So would you, Rasmus, but I don't know. You look like the most like Katie. Not the nose, I'm talking the eyes. And do you know who else has these same eyes? Oh, no, it can't work because that's her mum. That's her mum's mum. Maybe there's a lot of alcohol drinking going on, but yeah. Here's Mary. She got Katie's eyes, in my opinion. But Yeah. I could name them all for you. This is Dorothy. Oh, let's go to the canoe. Where's the canoe? The douche canoe. There's the lumberjack. Where's the canoe? I think we've gone too far. These people don't want to find in a canoe. See, this is timestamp people. They don't need to put up with this. I just end the timestamps, and then if they're brave enough to keep listening. So my mum is 100% German descent. Mate, what if one of the people that moved to Germany ended up marrying maybe a Russian? Nope, 100% German. Oh, look, just help me out, universe. Show me canoe. Show me the canoe. Oh, is this it? Nope. I can never find it. Mama. Okay. I'm never going to be able to find canoe now. How far back do I have to go? Yeah, no. When you hit the fridge, you know it's done. That's it. We're over. And when I'm looking back at timestamps, that's when I will find the canoe post. Oh, okay. Wait. How do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh my God. Thank God we closed that door. It's like coming in from the desert in Beetlejuice, like the sand snake thing. Oh my God, thank God we made it back inside. Whew, we could have got swallowed by eyebrows. Everybody check their eyebrows, because who knows what we have caught. So awful. Thank you so much for everyone who stayed with me for that. I'm so sorry I dragged it on. I feel like kind of torture. I also feel like, why can't I pick the speed that I want this to be? It'd be so much better. Everyone that listens back, put me in fast mode. Yeah. Oh, let me just have a look at what chat is saying. Yeah, see, because she looks identical to her dad. Her dad was born with the same deformity. Well, not deformity, but the same thing as her, like no chin, which is why didn't she bring up a picture of her dad? And I always say she could be one of the best advocates for people that are born with like no chin. If she could grow some fucking confidence and own it, talk about it, the journey, like her being bullied at school, you know, but she's not. She wants to pretend that she is something she's not. She'll never be vulnerable like that. She'll never be honest. She can never admit her weakness to everyone. I think that's her weakness. It's like her sore spot, because why the fuck wouldn't you just show what your dad looks like? He's your twin. And they both were born with the same thing. And she could talk. She could basically be an advocate. She's an advocate for the wrong thing, but she doesn't know herself. So the usual rhetorical question. Okay, guys. Oh, as usual, if you did like this, just give the video a like, subscribe if you like. I mean, we're not scary now that you know I'm female. If you're just listening for the first time. I know there's so many people that think I'm a male, and then they listen to me and they're like, oh, I'm like, I know, right? I know, bit confusing, but I like to keep you on your toes. God, I talk some shit. Okay, guys, take care out there. Enjoy your snow. Enjoy your winter. I'll be sweltering over here. Oh, no, well, how much is it, Alberta? Like, if it's really expensive, don't. But, like, I can send you some money for it or something. But, I mean, it's for toddlers, so it can't be that expensive. Oh, my God, are you going to get one too? Then when we should all get one, right, you should ask, like, how many do you have out the back? How many of these things can I buy? Yeah. And then we should all get on a live and play them. Just fucking annoy the shit out of everyone. I love dancing. It's so cute though as well. There's 3 languages, Polish. I don't know what the other ones were. Oh, Spanish. And yeah. But if that I should hit that Cypress guy up. And I'm like, can we use your song as our theme song for my intro? I can advertise your song. It'll be in like Polish though. Oh, I'd have to talk Polish. That's all right. Google Translate. I wonder if Katie's ever tried that. You know, copy and paste some German text, put it in the translator. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, what's going on? Did I hide a comment? Did I click something? Hide current comment. Oh, let's just click over here. Oh, it's not disappearing. Sorry if I just hid someone. Hid me one more time. Okay, guys. Cacti high five, and I am departing. Fuck, now I got to timestamp this bitch. Take care, guys. Have a good day, and let's hope that this Ancestry train is finished, right? It's got to be. Fuck. See you guys.